percentage is so low.
Exactly. But Victoria's Secret, every time I post about those panties, I'm like, hey, the 10 for $40. Like, I don't even wear panties. $443, $656, $951, $1050, $361.
You don't even wear panties.
No.
And
They're some of my best sellers.
And you're making money on panties.
From you suckers buying those Victoria's Secret 10 for $40. Ha ha ha.
That is so.
This is me behind the scenes, sitting there pantyless.
Yeah, you're
no panties over here, and y'all are lapping them up.
You're the guy in the yellow suit behind the tree that's rubbing his hands. He's not wearing panties. He's not, and he's making money just like you.
That's so funny. Okay, speaking of wearing things, welcome back to our summer series of Catnaps. These are shorter episodes, of course.
Yes.
Because, we have things to do, places to be, people to see.
Of course.
And so these are shorter episodes, and we are going to start off this episode talking about panties and other clothing items.
Okay.
So Sister Jackie brought these over the other night. She bought us stuff because she doesn't want Sister Lauren to be the only one purchasing things for this here podcast, okay? But Jackie's still salty about the Wicked shoes.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about Wicked in just a moment.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I'm ready. So Sister Jackie brings these over, and she is so excited, and we tried to FaceTime you. You actually threw me to voicemail.
Yeah, we were somewhere.
You were probably at dinner at the beach.
It came in, and then Lauren texted and said, Jackie just FaceTimed me looking for you.
Yep. She was looking for you. She was very excited.
But I would rather have this on air.
Well, we were filming it for a Patreon, but you didn't pick up.
Okay, sorry, patrons.
She's not picking up. She's not writing back texts for 3 days. She's not checking Instagram anymore because of Opal. I'm so sick of this app. It's ruining my life.
It's ruining your life. I was on beach time, I will say. I was on beach time the last week, but now I'm back.
I know you're on beach time, and I understand that. But if I send you the SOS with the alert, I do need you to pay attention. Please.
Please.
Okay? I think it was about the BravoCon tickets. That one was a genuine SOS.
And I did write you back.
Yes, you did.
About 30 minutes after that.
Let's see.
Do not
show this? Okay, I'm just going to see because...
check it. Check the timestamp.
I am going to check the time. I am paying attention. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Hold on. That's about that stuff. Can't read that out loud. Nope. You know what that is. Okay, this. Where is that? I thought that. Also, I love that Kristin goes, I'll be alone for a little bit. You can FaceTime me back. You can FaceTime me for the next little bit. So I try to FaceTime her. She doesn't pick up. I said, you're an effing liar, Camille, because she didn't pick up a FaceTime.
I did call back, and then we FaceTime for like an hour.
Okay, my alert text came in yesterday at 8:43 a.m. You wrote me back at 10:45 a.m. That is 2 hours, not 30 minutes. And exactly 1 hour from then is when the presale was going on. So I really needed your answer.
Okay, you're right.
You were cutting it a little close.
What was I doing yesterday morning?
In the morning.
I just think like my kids are home. It's
I
summer.
know. But I gave you the alert. How often have I ever used
Very
SOS
rarely.
or alert?
You do not abuse the alert.
I do not abuse it.
You don't.
So when I do...
Okay, I'm going to be better.
I do need you to pay attention to that. Be better.
I wonder if you could... you can have special rings for certain people.
Yeah.
I wonder if
don't you have one for Matt?
I have one for Matt, and I wonder, can you assign a special ring for an emoji?
For a specific word or emoji. That would be smart. That would be very smart.
Apple, if you're listening.
Because I also love that I write alert. And then I ask her, like, this is a very important question. Are we doing GA? Are we doing VIP? I need to know your thoughts. She goes, what? Okay, are you on top of this? I'm like, yes, that's why I'm writing you the alert. I am on top of this because you're not. Because you've been on beach time and Opal time. So yeah, I'm on top. Yes, I'm on top of all of this. I just need to know one thing.
I love that I wrote, what?
What with 5 T's? What? Huh? Okay, are you on top of this?
Yo, I swear.
Yeah, I'm on top.
I'm not at home just like on ketamine or drug. Like, I swear. I'm just momming.
I know.
I'm just momming.
Yes. Okay. All right. So now that we've settled that, now that I have publicly shamed you, I hope that you will at least write me back a little bit quicker on the alert.
I'm going to be better.
On the alert. Okay. So these are important things from Jackie, and I would like you to open. These are for us to match, obviously. And you, I'm sure, have seen the ads.
Okay, I wanted to buy us these for the cruise.
Same.
When we did our cruise, but I thought about it too late and they wouldn't have come in time.
Okay, pull them out. These are the Taco Bell
Jackie
pajamas from She Show. Is this not iconic?
You guy.
Okay.
You guy.
So I have this to say. Y'all have sent us this ad 11 billion times.
Because they're like, why don't y'all own these yet?
Why don't you own these? And so the reason why we don't, it's not because we haven't seen the ad from She Show. I assure you we have. It's because, one, they aren't cheap.
No, they're not cheap.
They are not cheap.
I'm Jackie. I am shooketh because this is a very nice gift.
That's why it was a very big deal to her.
Yeah, but I'm happy to open this and be surprised here.
Yep.
With a reaction for you all to see.
Yep. So look at these, the hot sauces, the fire, the Baja Blast.
The Baja Blast is amazing.
Where's our bell?
Oh, I've got a bell right here.
No, where's our bell on here?
Oh. Duh, why didn't I push that?
I know.
Oh.
So she got us these matching Taco Bell pajama She Shows. And yes, we have seen the ads. We have wanted them. We have both gone on to buy them at different times. I didn't pull the trigger because of the price. Kristin didn't pull the trigger because of the shipping times.
Yeah.
But Jackie did. Sister Jackie did.
This is incredibly kind.
So nice, right?
I literally will be into my old age wearing these.
Absolutely.
I will be.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
I am reaching, old age. And so.
Oh my God, this one.
But in 40 years, I'll be 81.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be wearing these.
You're right. In 40 years, you will be 81. So I'm excited to wear these, to match in these next time we go somewhere. Obviously, we'll bring them to BravoCon. And wear around the hotel room as we're getting ready and everything.
I am so excited, Jackie. Thank you.
We will record in these from our bed.
Much. Yes, we will record our episodes in these.
Yeah, we will. And it's so fun because remember on the way back from Nashville after a cousin's trip, I took Jackie to Taco Bell. She had not been in so long. We recorded it. That's on our Patreon. If you want to watch Jackie eat Taco Bell for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That
after
is on
like
our Patreon.
Decades of not eating.
Yeah, she had not eaten it since high school. She barely eats fast food.
Really?
I know. Couldn't be us.
Jackie. Huh. What's that about? Is it just like a health thing?
It's a little bit of a health thing and it's a money thing. And she's, as her kids say, she's big on casseroles.
Big on casseroles.
She's got a lot of mouths to feed. And listen, she's no chef. So she likes to make a lot of casseroles. And they say that the combinations get interesting sometimes.
This is so funny. I've never, I guess I would have thought that Jackie is a more eating out kind of girl.
No.
That would have been my guess.
No, because it's so expensive.
I mean, it is, but I just feel like
7 kids when they combine them and they all go out. Yeah. She's like, heck no.
That's true. It's like $300.
Yeah,
to feed all
but
those
they do not eat a lot of fast food, and it's always weird for her to be like, y'all really do eat a lot of fast food. I'm like, yeah, you do.
But there's ways.
It's a tenet of our life. It is a core tenet of my life is to eat fast food. And I'm not ashamed by that.
Yeah. I
love fast food. I'm a champion of fast food.
And your stomach can tolerate it. Like you have a stomach of steel. So why wouldn't you?
But also you can find such good things.
Yes.
Good things on all of these menus. You can make your own really delicious item.
I mean, honestly, a pro tip, y'all, if you are on a road trip, you're running through any place, anywhere it is, if you're at Arby's, if you're at wherever, just Google. If you Google, high protein tips for Arby's or, healthier menu items at XYZ place, on the Google,
you can find it.
People have made the TikToks and the Reels.
Yeah.
And those pop up and it will be some jacked guy who's counting his macros every day and he's made a reel about this and he will tell you what to get.
So will Smaller Sam.
It's Smaller Sam. Y'all know we talk about Smaller Sam a lot. So
everyone. And some of y'all did go to Zaxby's. We do need to, since we're talking about fast food.
Or Popeyes. Yes.
Or Popeyes.
Yes.
Zaxby's. Sorry. I'm confusing Zaxby's with Next Gen.
Yeah, Next Gen. And we're going to talk about
And then we'll talk about that. But it all leads back to Bravo. Every road does.
It does.
But yes, so Dana, our girl Dana, our archivist Dana, Harris Teeter Dana, y'all know and love her.
Yes.
She went to Popeyes and she hated it.
Y'all, she did not like the lemonade.
She didn't like the pickle lemonade, but she did get it frozen.
Yeah, I don't know if
Keep in mind, we did not get ours frozen. We got ours straight up liquid. I don't know if it makes a huge difference, but I think it does.
I think it does because, again, like I said on our live, it was giving sort of like mixer. I almost imagined myself, I was drinking it and there was a shot of vodka in there.
Absolutely. We will be adding vodka to it. Maybe I'll bring those to the party tomorrow night.
Wait a second. I love that idea.
Yeah, let me run by Popeyes, get a big thing of the pickle lemonade.
Yes, let's do that.
Mix it with some vodka.
Ooh.
We're gonna get
now. We're gonna go
Litty
viral.
Titty. Are we getting Litty Titty tomorrow? What's the vibe?
I think so. I think
You're emotional.
I'm emotional.
Yeah.
And so I need to have a beverage.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. And I love this idea and we're gonna share it on the gram and we will go viral.
Because I could use a little bit of like diarrhea,
Yeah.
I could use a little bit of a clean out, I feel like. And if I drink tomorrow night.
I've had a lot of diarrhea since like the beach.
Oh, yeah.
And, because
just like the water.
You're eating different things.
Yeah.
The water's different. The environment. I mean, y'all know my stomach is just like, what are we doing now?
Yeah, you never have any idea.
It's been cleaning out.
But if I do drink, like it's a guarantee, like just a good like little cleanse out the next day.
Yes.
Not like diarrhea, obviously, but just like a good softer stool clean out.
Like a colon cleanse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever done a colon cleanse?
God, no.
I feel like
I've never needed to.
I felt like you did at some point. Didn't
No.
you take some colon cleanse pills?
No, I've never taken a colon cleanse
Colon
pill.
broom?
No, I've never. Well, why does that sound familiar?
I feel like you did colon broom. I swear.
Wait. Yes, I did. That was a powder in a little jar thing.
I swear you did colon broom.
I did order colon broom. Okay, I didn't realize. I thought that was more of just like laxative in a powder, which it probably was.
Yeah.
But I used to, when I took those Ally pills, that's when I would like not be able to trust my farts.
Yeah.
Ruined a little bit of furniture. That's a story for the Patreon.
It's giving Statue of Liberty.
But yes, but I have tried. I've tried all those things.
Yeah, you have. You've tried it all.
I've tried it all, and at the end of the day, like if I can just have one night of casual drinking, do the same thing. Like I'll just do that.
Yeah, it's just poisoning your body a little bit. It's not.
Yeah, just like a light poison.
Poison light.
Poison light. I don't drink that much. Then when I do, my stomach is like, okay, like we know what we're supposed to do here.
Yeah, that's exactly where I am at in my life.
I don't want to puke it out. I want to poop it out.
Now I've been drinking those electric cloud drinks.
I don't know what that is.
It's got CBD and adaptogens, whatever that is. And if you have a couple of those, you're feeling good.
Okay, I got one of those. Something like that could have been that exact one. Was like given in a swag bag at that Head Spa Sanctuary thing I went to, but I haven't tried it.
Yeah, so I'm
give that a whirl.
Maybe give that a whirl.
Start with one of those, then go to our pickle lemonade cocktails.
That's an original moment.
Okay.
No one will have ever had an electric cloud CBD with adaptogen and then switched over to a Popeyes pickle lemonade vodka.
I think that we can say that with all confidence. No one's done that.
Don't you love when you do something and
they're a first person
in the history of mankind?
Yeah.
In the history of mankind, you're the first to ever do that thing.
All right. Well, then so we've decided now that's tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's
what we're doing.
Sure tomorrow night.
Okay, perfect. We'll record that for y'all maybe on the Patreon and we'll do a before and then an after.
We'll see how it ends up.
There's not actually a huge difference because this is us sober.
Yeah.
Like we still say anything. We still will do anything. We'll still twerk and dance and be ridiculous sober. So it's actually not that big of a difference, but your eyes do get a little bit.
Oh, my eyes get.
The tell is in the eyes.
Yeah. It's a sexy eye.
It is.
Say that it's sexy.
No, it's sexy. I was trying to close my eyes and envision the adjective that I would describe it. And let's go with sexy.
I feel like it's like a flat eye.
It is. Just here.
It's that.
You start to, hold on, y'all can't see me behind my glasses, but she starts to like. They just close halfway.
It's the emoji. Let me send it to you so we can like laugh about this emoji. It's this. It's this one. That's me.
That is. It's just her eyes start to close.
And I'm kind of like a noodle.
Yeah. She's just moving about, slinking about.
Slinking down the stairs, slinking in the back.
Leaning in, a little too close, lingering a little too long. It's funny. I love a buzzed Kristin.
Yeah, you do.
And I can't wait to see it tomorrow night.
Yeah. Well, we'll see with the CBD. I don't know. I've never mixed that.
Yeah, that should be fun. Can't wait. I never have even drank one of them. So I'm excited to bring mine over, whatever that I was given, or your cloud, whatever you have. And then, I'm really excited about. And then what do you want me to cook? I saw bring a dish, bring a drink. So what, you tell me what you'd like me to make.
I would like for you to bake a cake. The big breath.
The big breath. Bake a cake?
Yeah. Michelle and I were supposed to text you about that like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it's Friday. The thing's tomorrow.
Can you bake?
You think one of my cakes, the cakes I make, I can whip up?
Just pull
in
out
less
the
than
tool.
a day?
Pull
out the tools!
Just do it.
The effing nerve you have to reduce it down to just pull out the tools, and why can't you just do it? You know that my cakes are different than that.
It's only 14 people, so I feel like it could be small.
Oh my God.
Okay,
I'll do it.
You can do this. And I already bought a cake topper that's super funny. That's like,
when were you going to tell me?
Like today I was going to
Oh my God, you're nuts. I have to thaw the butter. I got to make buttercream.
Okay.
Sugar.
Can you just go get a box mix and slap it together to make it look custom?
Absolutely not. Are you nuts? What's her favorite flavor? And don't say red velvet.
No, it's not red velvet.
What's Gigi's favorite cake?
Now, Gigi does love chocolate. She loves a brownie. She loves even just like a piece of chocolate.
Okay, so make my chocolate cake with buttercream icing. Let's do that. I'll do that. And then what filling do you think she'd like in between the layers? Like cookies and cream cheese, chocolate chip.
Ooh.
What else is really good with chocolate? Like a raspberry.
Ooh. That's a tough call.
You want me to ask her? Or is it a surprise?
I mean, we could ask her.
No, let's just go with
Chocolate chip?
Let's just go with like cookies and cream.
Yeah.
On the inside.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Whatever was like a fan favorite, that's what you should do.
Cookies and cream was the fan favorite because it's basically just my homemade whipped cream with the crushed Oreo folded into it, and they start to get nice and soft. So we'll do that.
See, this is easy. It just is it's an ABC 1, 2, 3.
I can't with you. I now have to go buy ingredients. I have thawing to do. I have to get my mixer going. There's a lot to do, and I luckily can probably pull it together.
I know that you can. And guess what you're going to do with this? You're going to make content out of it. Because what did I say? Make the content.
Yeah.
Just make the content.
You're right. You have spun this into, it's now good for me. I'm a giver. You have done something for me instead of burdened me.
Something has changed within you. Something is not the same. Speaking of
Wicked, the trailer has dropped for good.
The Wicked trailer part 2 has dropped.
Chills.
And I did what you said.
Eyes.
What I saw you posted. I went upstairs and I said, because Matt and Tinsley were upstairs, I said, let's pull it up on the TV.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it on my phone. I want to watch it on the TV.
Well, I'm mad at myself because on the 4th, 5th, whatever day it was that they were dropping the trailer, they re-released Wicked for one day in the theaters so that you could watch the trailer before
hear that.
Wicked. Yes. And so I meant to buy tickets for that night. It was the night of trivia. So Wednesday night, whenever that was, I should have gone straight from trivia over to Park Terrace and I should have watched it. And
then watch the trailer on the big screen.
Yeah, you get to watch the trailer for good on the big screen. Then it goes right into Wicked Part 1. And I'm so mad. And I'd seen the promo for it. I'd seen the press and everything. And I just forgot to buy the tickets. And then by the time I got home from trivia at like 9:30, and I said, what have I forgotten about? What have I forgotten? And that was it.
Oh my gosh.
And there were no more late tickets. Like that was it.
For one day only. Wow, they were really clever with that.
It wasn't that? Yeah, right.
Okay, so what do you think of the trailer? Like, what are your thoughts?
I think it's great. I had chills.
Yeah, same.
It's so beautiful. John Chu is so fantastic.
It is. It's just so beautifully done.
Some of those shots that they showed us, I was like,
I know.
Gagged
at
the shots.
Like it almost looks AI, but it's not. I mean, these are the people. These are the sets. They built these sets.
Yes, exactly.
This is not like made in a computer.
Every time I watched off of a fly on the broom, I was just like,
when she was dashing to and fro on her broom.
And fro, and then the new gown that we got to see on Glinda, which was so beautiful. Watching her put the crown on her head.
The wedding scene where she's walking down the aisle.
I know. Fiyero looking right.
Oh my gosh.
There was so much. Now, did you notice who we did not see at all in the For Good promo? We did not see Bach and we did not see Nessa Rose. And we know that they are part of the second one, so that was interesting.
Yeah, you're right.
I clocked that.
I didn't even put that in my brain.
Yeah,
in the very least, you would have seen Nessa Rose, you think.
Correct.
She's important in this story.
Of course. And then Madame Morrible, we did see for a hot second.
She was doing some whirling.
We didn't really see the wizard.
The wizard a little bit. Okay. I liked when they showed in the promo when he had the big wizard face and he says,
that's right.
Get me the broom of the Wicked Witch.
Yes. We did see him.
Now,
You're right.
Do we see in this movie, are we going to get shots, like face forward, clear shots of Dorothy?
From the promo, we don't.
We don't.
Because that would be quite hard to do, I guess.
So that's what I'm wondering is like, we know that like the Dorothy and all of them are part of this.
But who's playing Dorothy?
That's my question. Who's playing Dorothy?
Hold on. I think that I saw somebody spoil that.
Okay, I want to know. So let's spoil it. If you don't want to know, just turn this podcast off.
Who plays Dorothy in Wicked for Good?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to know.
While the official casting for Dorothy in Wicked for Good is still unconfirmed, Alicia Weir, who played Abigail in the first film, is a strong contender and a fan favorite. There's also speculation that an unknown actress might be cast, according to Mud Magazine. The filmmakers have not released any detail about who will be playing Dorothy. Okay, so the ones that I had seen where people were like, this is her, it was all speculation.
Oh, so we really don't know.
Like people were saying it might be Taylor Swift.
I just got the chills. Not because I'm the biggest Swiftie, but I like the idea that it's some big name.
See, I thought, I think I had heard like all the girly pops, the Sabrinas, the Olivias. Like I had heard Olivia Rodrigo was maybe going to be Dorothy. John M. Chu says Wicked for Good will feature more Dorothy, but we tread lightly.
Okay, yeah. Not been announced. Confirmed that Dorothy will appear in the film, but face is not shown in the recently released trailer. They are delicate with Dorothy's character.
Yes.
Ensuring that the focus remains on Elphaba and Glinda, which agree.
Because remember, the AI generated images of Dorothy costume, whatever, like that definitely looked like they were pulled from the original film. Like superimposed in a way.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of showing just little screen grabs of what we could see, but we just never...
But it's already been filmed, so this is one of the best kept secrets in Hollywood right now, because y'all remember they filmed all this at the same time years ago. Originally, For Good was filmed, everything's in the bag, everything's done.
I'm shocked.
So the fact that it hasn't been leaked is crazy.
Like, I'm looking at... Okay, wait, we can see her from behind here. I'm going to take a screenshot. What if you and I deep dive this and we figure out...
I mean, that would be...
Like when they were filming and what all these celebrities were doing during that filming.
And we still won't go viral.
Even if we figure it out.
We still won't. But I mean, a lot of people are saying this Alicia Weir. Alicia maybe. Weir plays Dorothy in the movies is... Oh, Dove Cameron. I had heard Dove Cameron too. But
wait, I really love Dove.
But she's not confirmed.
I do love Dove.
But she's up for something. Dove Cameron is up to play somebody in another thing, like an iconic role. Why can't I think of... And I was like, yeah, that's perfect. Let it be her.
And Dove had auditioned for Glinda.
Yes, she had.
And I think that she probably was one of the finalists in that decision, because I think she actually would have made a great Glinda. I do.
I do too.
Now, I love Ariana. I think her and Cynthia have great chemistry.
Well, we're just going to have to wait and see. Who is Alicia Weir?
And I do love the little lion. The lion that was scared.
Alicia Weir is a 15-year-old actor and singer known for her 2022's Matilda the Musical, her role in that. She was included in this. She was also blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I still think Dorothy is 100% Alicia Weir. Reddit is saying that they hope it's her, but why do they hope? Should they just like her in Matilda, the musical?
Oh, wait. Millie Bobby Brown is rumored to be playing the role of Dorothy in Wicked for Good. I love this. Rumor. Wait, I want to start posting this.
Just rumor.
Like, let's just start rumors.
Okay. We can do that. Okay. Source. I don't know. Guys, I don't know. But this is incredible that people have not ruined this, have not said it. Wait, does Miriam know? Hold, please.
Oh, but she might have.
She's not going to be able to tell me. I'm just going to say, do you know? Okay.
Do you know?
I know that you probably can't tell me, but do you know who plays Dorothy in Wicked for Good?
So good.
Let's see.
If you are 1 degree away from this information, of course you are.
I just want her to say, yes, she knows. And then I will not pry.
Yeah.
I will not pry. But if she's like, no, I don't know, then that's, she was only in the Emerald City scenes. So if Dorothy wasn't a part of that, then they probably really didn't. And if all of this is going to be kind of superimposed into the film, it's very possible that John Chu and a camera person and 3 other stagehands know who it is. And so maybe it is a little bit easier, but like a casting director will know. The person who flew her there and arranged her, travel. Like there are
her manager,
people who do actually know that you can't. It's
and then
just
amazing. All the editors and everybody who works on the film in post-production.
But they've signed ironclad NDAs.
Yeah, and you don't want to be locked out of that industry.
No, you don't. Or out of that movie franchise in general.
It's the truth.
Even if it's the only thing you ever do,
you want that on
your up for life.
Yeah, you want that on your resume.
You're right. Okay, so that's that. But I did love the trailer. I think it looks so good. I cannot wait to see it. Don't know why I'm standing like this, sitting like this. But I'm so excited. Here, let's hold it.
Yeah. That's it.
I don't know why I was doing that, but I am so excited. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to go with you.
So we got to do exactly what we did before.
Obviously.
With Morgan, and we go, get that burp out.
I'm so sorry. I think something like this worked it out.
I think it did.
Like kind of puffed it out like this thing that you blow air with. Oh my gosh, my sister's watching Extracted.
Oh, she is? Oh, wait. Okay.
She's watching Extracted.
Does Jackie think that she could pull it off and not extract you?
She thinks it should be you and her.
Really? She thinks she'll hold strong?
She does. She's like, I'll watch you suffer.
I mean, if it's Jackie and me,
great TV.
It's great TV, and I think it's an easier sell.
I do too. Like I said, I think a family member does need to be in there because everybody had a family member, at least one of them. And I think 2 friends is a really hard sell. But I think that you and Jackie, and you could even, part of the story there is I've been fiercely loyal to Miranda. And anytime that there was conflict with her and her sister, like I was the one there. Like I think that there's a great story to be told there behind the scenes with you two. And then you bring, me out there into the equation. And an update on that, somebody did write me, a podcat and a friend in the cake industry who I've known for a very, very long time. Her sister-in-law is a producer on Extracted.
Shut up.
Producer or casting director, maybe casting director, actually. So she said,
I have the chills.
I've let her know.
I have the chills.
And another update on that. I know so many, these DMs be popping. This is why I check the DMs. I really do check them.
So good
I read them
DMs.
Because you never know what's sitting in there. So that's very exciting. I'll do another follow-up. She was like, I'll get back to you. But now I'm like, okay, I talked about you on the podcast. So can you let me know?
It's got to happen.
And then another person said, did you see I shared it that they were like, if this footage of you slipping and falling into the bush doesn't make it into your Extracted video, audition, that's perfect. A miss.
That is, thank you, person. Whoever said that is such a good idea. Because it's authentic. It is real.
You can tell it's real. I genuinely, I'm mostly shocked about that. I held on to my phone and kept the record button down.
Right. And so,
I wasn't hands-free on that, y'all. I was holding it. I think because I was falling and I didn't want to smash my phone, I death gripped it, which means I continued to hold the wrist.
But that's what the Extracted people do is they hold onto the camera to film themselves. And so you're already proving
that I can do that.
I will protect your equipment.
Absolutely. You're right. I am. I do think is that now just my audition video? It's like, Here's me falling in the woods.
In the woods.
Still recording, still committed to the bit, and I'm funny and I'll make good TV. I mean, they get to see me with my hair wet, freshly purpled.
Yes.
Falling down. That's why I slow-moed it. But I mean, Bella and I were laughing so hard. We were making this in the hot tub. I'm like, okay, let's just put it. So many people had already DM'd me like, please make this into a reel. Fine. And so the slow-mo of me going, I fell. It was so funny. And I didn't cry. Not a tear was shed. I was laughing so hard.
Oh my gosh.
But it sounded like I was like, because I slowed it down. And then you hear me say, my God. I didn't cuss. That's impressive too.
Right. So then it's great to submit.
Yeah, it's PG.
It's clean. It's funny.
The funniest part of the whole thing is that the way I fell into the bush. So you just see the leaves appear all around my face. It's so hysterical. And it was poison ivy I fell in, but I never got it.
It was poison ivy?
It was poison ivy, but I didn't get any of it. I didn't start to itch or anything. So that also shows I'm resilient.
Okay, I think the producers will like that. I like
do
that. You need to put that in the description of this
You
video.
can tell the leaves. They're poison ivy. My mom's always trying to hack into it and kill it and everything, and you can't.
Leaves of 3, don't bother me.
Leaves of 3 don't bother me.
I loved that little rhyme.
Yeah.
Really thought poison ivy would be a bigger deal.
Yeah, like quicksand.
Like the quicksand and these other things.
Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, but it wasn't really a problem.
Or I love the one that's like, I definitely thought I'd be taking more outfits day to night than I am. Because every magazine when we were growing up was like, here's how you transition day to night. And just switch out the story, add on this blazer and change up your heels. And like, we're not doing that.
No one's doing day to night. It was like do a red lipstick.
Yep.
Put on a higher pump.
Yep. Pull your hair half back.
Yes. Oh, a half back and a clip.
Yeah, but we're not going to day to night much.
I don't think I ever in my life have done a day to night look.
No.
I'd rather just bring a whole separate bag with a whole separate outfit.
Of course.
Or actually I'm not going out.
Yeah. That's more likely. That's more likely.
If I've already been out in the day
in a whole outfit,
I'm not going out in the night.
No.
Now,
that's crazy.
Only exception to that might be if I'm traveling and then we've done a daytime loop.
Yes.
But that's going to be more casual.
I mean, we did do that at BravoCon when we went to the Four Seasons that night. We did have our daytime look that we wore, to BravoCon, to the convention. And then we did switch into a little nighttime outfit for the Four Seasons, but we brought enough to do that.
We did bring enough,
so why not?
But I think
and it gave us content for Bravo Rush.
It did, but it's still hard.
Oh, it's hard.
Is what I'm saying.
No, it's especially hard for you because then you're switching out all of your accessories. You probably are adding an extra layer of hair.
Yes, and I am because it's nocturnal.
Mm-hmm.
And when you peel off those clothes you've been in all day,
you just want to keep them off your body.
You want to keep them off. You want to
get into the Taco Bell pajamas.
Taco Bell pajamas with a robe on top.
Yeah.
Let it all hang out.
Yeah.
Order your room service and not go anywhere. So God bless us for actually going to the Four Seasons.
I know, but it was a win.
It was a win.
A win is a win.
It
was a win.
Karen Huger's in jail right now.
We saw the beginning of that.
We saw
absolutely why she would end up in jail.
Like sometimes it pops in my head that like she's right now in prison. Mm-hmm. Like she's currently right now at this time. What is
in prison?
She's in prison, and what is she doing right now?
She's probably watching a talk show on the TV in the common room.
It's close to lunch. It's noon.
Yeah. Where is she? Do we know?
I don't
know
which
correctional facility she's in.
Did you see that? It was
Jen
like
Shaw?
A thing that came out, and it was like, here's how many days Jen Shaw has left, and how many days Karen Huger has left.
And then speaking of Bravo, Lebs, and court and whatnot and the legal system, Tom Girardi walking out of the courthouse and into that car. I cannot believe the deterioration of
and
this
he
man.
got what, 7 years?
84 months or whatever that. Yeah, I think that's 7.
He's not going to make it.
God, no.
He's not going to make it.
No, he's not going to make it. He got the same amount of months as years old he is right now. So I think he got like 84, 87, however long.
Oof.
And old he is. But he looked so bad.
Okay, just FYI, Karen Huger's in the Montgomery County Correctional Facility in Maryland.
Montgomery, Maryland. Oh, so she's close to home.
Yeah.
She's close to home.
She's close to home.
And she's in the Eastern time zone. I just want to make sure when we talk about lunch. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Lunch is now.
It is.
And Ray, can visit her because she's close.
Yeah.
Let's look at Tom Girardi here. Let's look at him. Oh, I know. He has really deteriorated.
Deteriorated. But they said that he's going to a regular prism as well. He is not going to like a mental health facility or like an aftercare facility he's going to prism.
I don't know how I feel about that. How do y'all feel about that?
I don't either.
Because if someone's old enough that they should be in an elderly care facility, then are we taking that same aged person and just throwing them into prism with 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds? I don't know about that.
I mean, all I can hope and assume, even though I absolutely have no knowledge of this, so why can I assume this? But like that the people in there don't F with the elderly like this. Like it's one thing if you've been in there since your 20s and you're now in your 80s and you're, the top dog there. And so people are still roughing you and like, but it's another thing to enter as an 84 or 87-year-old, however old he is, and be so unwell. I would assume people just kind of are like, this is, it's too easy. Like we actually can't mess with him.
Yeah.
We can't bully him. We can't F with him,
There can't be like elder abuse happen. I don't know. Like maybe they have a separate wing or section. I don't know because, people that go to prism and they're convicted and they need
you got to serve your time.
You do have to serve your time because justice needs to be served. But also like, can there be a little bit of dignity still? Okay.
Speaking of old people in prism.
Yes.
I watched this little documentary called Quilters. I think it's on Netflix right now. Okay. And it is there's a prism and they have a group of prisoners who prismers, if you have no write-ups, no nothing, then you are allowed to go and make quilts. And so essentially what they do is they make quilts for every kid in foster care in that county.
Okay.
It's really sweet, you guys. And so it's hard on the brain because you start to watch and you are so endeared to these gentlemen who are cutting out the squares and the triangles and then sewing and then putting the backing on it and everything and then the quilting and they hold up their quilts and they are so proud of them and they've been working on them for weeks and then they fold it up so nicely and put it in the bag and they go and they know the story of each kid that it's going to, so they read the story at the end and they show the quilt that they've made and for a second, you're like, oh, release them.
Yeah.
They are so sweet. Release them.
Does it tell you what they're in for?
It doesn't tell you what they're in for, but they are in a maximum security prism. And so you definitely know that it is a very bad, and some of them talk about it. Some of them are like, yeah, I murdered this person. And so
okay.
But they are so contrite. Wow. They are also so contrite. Like, I know I shouldn't have done it. And some of them have been in there for 60 years. I mean, they're serving a life sentence and they went in at 20 years old. They will die there. And they're making these quilts. And I'm like, Miranda, they are murderers. Do not fall in love with this man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But watching it, it's hard not to.
Yes, because
it's hard not to. And I think that's the documentarian's point is like to endear you to this and to maybe soften your heart to people like this. But
people can change. I mean, I think
of course they can.
We all have been through change, and maybe we haven't done something as awful as that, but
But it's an interesting. I watch it. It's 45 minutes long. One episode.
Quilters. That's what it's
just called. Quilters. And I had lots of questions like, how are they allowed to have scissors? How are they allowed to have cutting these tools and stuff? But they do go over all of that, like the checking in and checking out process. And only one guy's allowed to be in the room, and he's the one who can sharpen the scissors and everything because you don't want to get. And then if you have an infraction, you're out of the quilting club. And it's so sweet. Again, I'm like, they're murderers, Miranda. But it's so sweet to watch the guys say, when I'm walking the hallways of the prism, I'm like, get out of my way. What are you doing? But I cross the threshold into the sewing room and I'm a teddy bear. Like we're all so nice in there. Nothing bad happens in this room and we can kind of let down our guard.
This is like, aren't there prisoners that are like, they foster cats?
Yeah.
Like I've seen cats and dogs and I like
we do
that.
need to humanize them. Yes. They are still human beings.
Yes, they need exercise.
Screwed up, but it is okay to humanize them because they are still human beings who just made a very, very bad mistake. But if you go in there and you've had no infractions for 60 years inside of the prison and now you're trying to give back where you can and you're reading your Bible and you're doing all this, you're like, I know that their sentence says they have to die in there, but do they? You know what I mean? And it does kind of trick the brain into having a little bit. I think at least if you can find some sympathy there and humanize them, I think it's really important. I think it's important.
Who's the guy that this was years ago? Let's see if it'll jog your memory because it was a court case.
Okay.
He was, I want to say it was Penn State, and there was some sort of abuse or something happening.
The sexual abuse at Penn State by the coach.
And he was a much older gentleman and got sent to prison. Am I remembering that right?
There is a big Penn State sexual abuse case. It ended in USKY. I want to say Pendusky, something. Am I close to this?
Jerry Sandusky. Good job.
Jerry Sandusky. He was a coach at Penn State, and he sexually abused many of the athletes in the showers.
Yes, assistant coach for Penn State. Okay, and so he started his sentence in 2011, and he's supposed to be there for 15 years. But this comes to mind because I remember when he went in, he was very old.
Yeah, he was probably in his 60s or 70s by the time he got convicted.
Yeah,
and went in, and it was bad. He basically funneled his sexual abuse through his coaching.
Yeah,
and then held it against the boys by like taking pictures and everything and blackmailing them.
Yeah.
But it was just like, it was almost too easy because boys shower before and after, and he would come in, and sometimes the coaches are showering. Like everybody's just kind of in there.
Yeah.
But then he would start to do things to them and groom them. And it was terrible what he did at Penn State. Terrible. He's like a sick, you know?
Yeah.
So he can go in there and rot and die.
Yeah. Agree.
And
I think that he will. All that to say,
I think he will.
I just remember when he went in, me looking at that going, okay, so this gentleman's going to die in here.
Yeah. I think sometimes when you hear their sentences and you're already computing their age, you're like, yeah. I mean, even I was worried about Karen based on how long she got, because she was already a little bit of an older woman too, and she wouldn't like to hear me say that. But she was.
What if Karen died in prism?
Well, I'm just saying she is a little bit older.
That would be, honestly, she would haunt all of us. Like that would be her worst case scenario. Like I think she can go into this and come out of it and somehow,
of course she will,
rebuild her life and like come out stronger. But
we love a redemption story, and in the Bravo sphere, she is not our first prisoner.
No, she's not the first prisoner. Look at Teresa. Although New Jersey's not on the horizon anytime soon.
No, it's not. But but we accepted her back.
Yeah,
because it felt very white collar. You know, and then with Jen Shaw, it is white collar, but she took advantage of old people, which we hate.
Yeah.
Teresa was just a dum-dum. Like her husband handed her a stack of paperwork and said, sign this.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay. She didn't know what.
Yeah. Oh, no.
She has no clue. She doesn't even know how to pluralize the word text. So like, what is she doing?
Texas.
Yeah. And then you have Jen, who very intentionally knew that she was going after old people who had no clue what they were doing and stealing money from them.
Yes.
Then you have Karen, who knows that driving drunk is wrong, and you've already had so many DUIs.
Well, Karen has an addiction.
Yeah, stop doing that.
Yeah.
Like, stop driving drunk. Like, you can be addicted, but like, you can't drive drunk.
Yeah.
And so, but those are still things that we will, as Bravo fans, we will say, you've done your time.
Yeah.
I hope, and I pray, and I expect you to never do this again.
Yeah.
And if you do, like, girl.
Date night.
All she needed was another date night with Ray, and then it would have been fine. Ray, drive her on your date night.
Overnight date night. There's so much Bravo. I know this isn't a Bravo episode, but there's just so much Bravo.
All roads lead back to it, and we can't help it, you guys. Anyway, this has gone on for 45 minutes now, so there's your shorter freaking... It's shorter than our regular episodes, at least. We can say that.
Well, because our regular ones go an hour and a half.
So true.
And so we're really doing our best here. It's hard.
We're doing our best, Tom. That's what we're doing.
Please say it's not about Tom.
It's not about Tom.
All right.
Bye.
Continue our... I almost did it again.